second. Both characters are using a strength HP build with their characters, with the big J and the big Z. So they'll both have the same stat gains. And we're off. So let's find out what we get in the throne room. Every game starts with 3 chests. One is a guaranteed magic key, but the other 2 could be anything. We got some gold. We have an herb. It's always good to have a little healing. And of course the magic key. So what else? We have the heal and sleep spell and a 15 magic to use. So that means they do have a very I didn't quite see the stats. It looked like a lot of agility and no strength. But they will have the ability to heal and kill things. But 15 experience points to level. That could be a little problematic. 50 experience, sorry. So what are they looking for? Oh, Chaos Randomizer. Chaos Randomizer randomizes pretty much everything, including all of the monsters, like this little wizard here. Now this wizard is actually hitting pretty hard for 7 damage and apparently resistant to sleep. So what are our runners looking for? Well, there is a Dragon Lord breath on the blue slime. Ew. There is a monster in the starting zone, affectionately known as the Wet Noodle. This Wet Noodle is a monster that has max of 5 health and 5 strength. And that is their ticket, hopefully, of getting off of level 1 and being able to progress. So when you see a monster like this Iron Scorpion here, who is only hitting for a couple damage, this could be the Wet Noodle. The problem is it has a lot of agility, so they only have a 50-50 chance of actually hitting this monster. But with a lot of sleep, an herb, a lot of heal, it's a real possibility that this Metal Scorpion can die if it is the Wet Noodle. And then the question is, how much experience does it give? And it looks like Janus has found a regular Scorpion that's also doing no damage. Could one or both of these be the Wet Noodle? It's going to be interesting to see who gets the first Scorpion kill here. It's looking like the Metal Scorpion on that tie-dye guy is a little bit more than 5 health. Because he's definitely not going down anytime soon. But it doesn't mean that there's not more than one monster that you could easily take out. It's just this one might be a little bit more than 5 health. Monsters in this game I believe can be randomized up to 130 to 140 health. So you could get a monster here that doesn't do any damage, but you can't kill it ever. Oh, and after the epic fight with the Iron Scorpion, unfortunately, it prevails in the end. Janus, on the other side, is not using sleep strats. He's just casting heal, and he's just gonna to use up his magic on healing. And I'm guessing this one isn't the Wet Noodle either, because I think he's done more than 5 damage. We got a Spectre on the right side, who's dealing 9 damage. That's definitely a little too strong than the monster that they're looking for. But you never know, because even strong monsters can have 3-4 health. And you could use that to propel yourself at the start. The toughest part of Chaos Randomizer is finding that first kill. It's out there, it's somewhere in one of the starting zones, but where exactly it is and what abilities it has is completely randomized. Janus is still in the epic fight with the Scorpion. He's gone well past 5 health, but this seems to be right now his best shot to try to get a kill, depending entirely on how much health this thing actually has. Feels like he's been in this fight for 3 minutes now. He's still trying to get this kill. A lot of dedication, hoping for that magical crit. I mean, it won't do much damage. A crit with his attack power might do 5 to 10 max, but that might be all he needs to get by this fight, because he's used up all of his magic now. And we definitely got some Dragon Lord Breath here around the starting castle. Dragon Lord Breath is the strongest ability in the game, but it can be mitigated with Erdrick's armor, the best armor in the game. Which, unless they get to one of 3 spots, they're not going to find anytime soon. Datyedyedguy is only getting Iron Scorpions, so he's not getting a whole lot of help. So, the wet noodle that he's looking for right now can appear in any of the 3 starting zones around the castle. So, generally, a good strategy is if you don't find that monster right, after several encounters, go a little ways away from the castle. Not too far though, because the map is based off of 15 squares. By 15 squares. So if you go a little ways out, like maybe down into that desert a little bit, or like he's doing now, he's going up north, and he finds a new monster that he crits for 4 damage! Oh, if it's the wet noodle, it's going to die. And Janus, ends up finally losing the fight. And there it is! The wet noodle is the warlock for 119 experience! Just to the north. How many levels did he gain? Only 1 level with that, but he got Heal More. Heal More is a very nice ability. It is the best healing in the game. Ooh, Janus went north a little farther and he found a town. And a druid that hit for a little bit more than the health that he has. So 51 more experience. Whoo! That means you had to go 50 experience and then another 60 or 110 experience it was to get the next level. So he's definitely gonna be looking for those warlocks. If Janus can find that warlock in that area right there, I think he's more looking for exploration. Maybe try to get to this town while he has some money. Oh, so close. He should be trying his sleep spell, because it does work on the specters. Oh, but he got away, and he gets into coal! Oh, so this could be big. There's one of 3 potential items that can be searchable here, including the armor, token, or fairy flute. And he finds the token. He's probably hoping for some armor here, but hey, the token is also a key item that you need. So looking at the shop, everything is overpriced. The magic armor is nice and cheap, though. It's only 1,100 for the magic armor. Unfortunately, you can't afford anything else there. They did start with gold. Yes, they did. But unfortunately, they're not going to buy anything in that shop with the gold that they have. Datyedyedguy is definitely trying to reset to save what he has. So it looked like Janus went... I didn't see exactly what he ended up buying. Probably some herbs and whatnot. More healing. If he goes a little bit south, he's going to come across that wet noodle. Ah, he did buy a dragon scale. I know he didn't equip the dragon scale, though, so we can't quite click that off yet until he goes into his inventory and equips it. The dragon scale... Oh, here it goes, and he just equipped it. The dragon scale adds 2 defense, which is half a point less damage. So, it could be helpful early on, especially when things are doing 2 and 3 damage and you're trying to get that first kill. Unfortunately, when a Drakey is breathing baby breath on you for 17, that's not going to help out a whole lot. So Datyedyedguy is really looking for that warlock. He hasn't come across another one yet since he started searching. And Janus is still looking for that warlock, or something he can crit and get lucky with and kill. And he comes across a Magi Drakey with sleep. These Drakeys are taking no prisoners today, that's for sure. Datyedyedguy. I am so bad at saying his name, I apologize. I am so bad at saying his name. It's kind of like a joke now, but I'll get that right eventually, the Datyedyedguy. So, simultaneous deaths to the same monster brings them back to go. Unfortunately, they did not collect 200 gold this time. Oh, the Datyedyedguy finds his Warlock again. So he should, after dealing 5 damage to this thing, able to take it out. And at least get to level 3, if not more. Looks like he got another good increase, at least for strength. Oh, and a couple of levels. So at least strength and speed, which is nice to have. Looks like Janus went ahead and finally started utilizing the sleep. He's using it on the Draki, though, which could be really dangerous when it wakes up. Which it hasn't woken up yet, which is good. So if it has a low hit point total, he might be able to squeak out a kill here. Because that thing is not waking up. Oh, and it wakes up and casts heal. Oh, that's so bad. So what that does tell you, though, is if he casts heal after taking that very little amount of damage, the Draki does have a low hit point total. Because the monsters will only cast heal spells when they are under 25% of their health. So he probably has less than 10 health, maybe 10 health max for the Draki. So once he gets a couple levels or a weapon, it's definitely a realm of possibility of taking that thing out. The vicious slimes with sleep and Dragonlord breath. That is revenge for the slimes for years of oppression. 162 experience required to get to level 5. So the game is not letting them level very fast, so that's for sure. So this might be Janus's first crack at the Metal Scorpion, and unfortunately, unless he gets some crits, he's probably not going to take this thing down. Because we know it has a lot of health. And the Datyedyedguy gets his Warlock, but it runs away. In fact, everything is running away under the strength of him. Monsters in this game will run away if your strength is higher than theirs. Or, well, if their strength, I should say, yeah. If your strength is much higher than theirs, they have a chance to run away. Which does make, like, the start of a game a little frustrating when you're still not doing any damage. You're definitely gonna have to rely on sleep. So the Drakes have a baby breath, but they also only hit for 2 damage. So the Datyedyedguy, you know, that's kind of a thought that, hey, maybe that's a wet noodle also, because, you know, wet noodles can have any ability, but if it doesn't have much health, you know, it doesn't do much damage to you, there's a chance that it doesn't have much health. And we know the Draki doesn't have that much health. Janus is getting a lot of hits on this Metal Scorpion, but we know it has a lot of health, so he's gonna have to hope for some of those crits soon, because he only has two healing spells remaining. Oh, and he did get the kill, but only for 26. Oh, that's gotta be a little jarring, knowing that all of that work just to get half of a level. And the regular Scorpions were starting to take a lot of damage, but unfortunately run away, even through the sleep. The tie-dye guy is resetting after every death because he's trying to save what semblance of money he has left. And it looks like we have another epic fight with a metal scorpion incoming. Unless he can get a crit in here somewhere, it's going to take a while, but we know he has a chance of winning it if he gets enough hits. The tie-dye guy finally makes his way north a little bit, and he's going to get to pick up his token here, freebie token from Cole, and find out that everything's a little too expensive for him. It's always nice to know that a set of magic armor is 30 gold cheaper than a set of clothes. Those must be some really fancy, well-made clothes. Only 24 health at level 4 is not really helpful. Heal more is not going to do a lot for him with that low of health. But it looks like the tie-dye guy is starting to do some exploration. He could try to take out this metal scorpion. He should have enough magic to do it, assuming that he wants to stay in the fight long enough. Or the metal scorpion decides he didn't want to stay in the fight long enough. And Janus gets the kill, and he's going to get his level 2. Enjoy his hurt heal more that he won't find very useful for a while. Looks like Janus wants to stay south of the castle right now, and just try to keep farming the metal scorpions. Although it's going to take at least 4 more for him to gain another level, I believe. Five more, it looks like. 5 more to get a level, so he's probably going to have to either find a warlock or something else to beat on for a while. And anything that flies is not nice so far. You probably got to avoid those guys. So it looks like Janus decided farming in the North Desert is probably not going to work because everything up there runs away. Or no, sorry, he's still farming down there. He hasn't actually gone north of the castle to try to find stuff to farm yet. I think he really wants to try to kill stuff down here. I mean, it's understandable to want to farm in the desert because the desert has the highest encounter rate. So the best chance for encounters. But there's not a whole lot of good stuff down here. And the tie-dye guy takes a little trip to the east, finds a dead end, but a cave that connects to another continent, potentially? Plenty of death early on in the sea today. Oh, it looks like Janus is going to get into another epic fight with a low-experience metal scorpion. At this point, if that's the only monster you found that you have a chance to kill, it's definitely, you're definitely tempted to just keep fighting them. Hoping that after you kill 5 more of them, or you get lucky and find the next monster, you can actually make some progression. Although we know the next 2 levels aren't going to be very good. Well, strength and agility-wise, the levels will be good. Unfortunately, he's not going to get much health or magic to help him out. The tie-dye guy is going back to hoping that he can kill a warlock to make some progression here, because he still needs a lot of experience to get another level. I believe he was 160 some away just to get to level 5. And he's been kind of stuck in spot here because everything's running away. Doing upwards of only 1 damage right now on the Spectre. And the Spectre's hitting him for upwards of 7 or so. Probably not the best monster to be fighting right now. But it's not running away, so... You know, if it's not running away, you might feel like that's your only hope right now. He's already crit, the tie-dye guy's already crit 2 warlocks. Don't know how lucky he's feeling right now. Might need to try to put this warlock to sleep if he wants a better chance of doing 5 damage to him. 20 experience points for the Spectre. Ooh. Oh, and he did get the warlock though, so he gets a bunch more experience. Much closer to a level now. Most of the monsters so far have not been very generous with their experience, outside of the one that poor Janus hasn't found yet. But he did find Sharlock with some really nice swamp front property. $23 more experience for a level for the tie-dye guy. Oh, the Drakis are now getting to the point where they're breathing fire and running away. At least it's baby breath. So Janus look like he's trying to get across this desert to try to find something else to continue trying to get some experience. He hasn't found that warlock yet. Once he finds that warlock, he'll be golden. It's kind of difficult to go across a giant desert because you know the encounter rate is pretty high and you know it's filled with these slimes doing Dragon Lord breath, so it's definitely not the easiest trek. He might have a lot better luck going north through the forests and the grass if he's trying to actually try to explore to find another town or chests or something somewhere. Oh, he's starting to go north now, Janus is. And he's going to the other desert, which, if he stays here long enough, he will find the monster he seeks. He's doing, oh, the scorpion still runs away, even at level 2. Oh, but he gave up in that desert already. Every enemy zone can have only up to 5 enemies. It could be less if the enemy takes up more enemy slots. Ooh, that ghost hits hard. So, there's at least a 20% chance that you're going to find a warlock there every time you get into an encounter. Very rude at Draki, doing a couple of baby breaths and then running away. Oh, Stone Man. He's not quite getting the monster that he's looking for. Although we haven't seen a whole lot from Stoneman, so... If he stays asleep, you never know. This could be a easy experience. He gets a crit for 14, too. Unfortunately, it didn't die. The tie-dye guy is about to get a rude reminder about the blue slimes, who like to put you to sleep and cast Dragon Lord Breath. And apparently have enough defense to survive. And another Stone Man for Janus. He's just not finding that Warlock. Oh, there it is! Oh, and the Warlock even runs away at level 2! That's so wrong. Our runners here are having such a difficult time trying to get this next level because everything they can kill either gives 20 experience or just runs away. Even before the chance to use a sleep spell on them. At this rate, it's going to take a lot of luck or a crit to get through one of these guys. Janus gets another Warlock. He gets it to sleep to start. Can he do the 5 damage required to get this juicy experience? From this loot pinata. Dueling Warlock encounters. Ooh, Janus has almost got it. One more damage, I think. Janus will get his experience, if he can get it. There he goes. Level 3 at least. It might be level 4, though, I think. Might be too far away from... Yep, not level 4, only level 3. So level 3 is not very good, but he's very close to hitting level 4, so... level 4 is at least going to give a decent bump to your strength and agility. Another epic fight with a scorpion we know is going to run away eventually. The question is, when will he decide to run away? Doing about 6 damage to the wizards for the tie-dye guy. If he can keep that thing from running away, or if it doesn't have too... I don't think it's going to run away, I mean, not for that much damage, but... If he can kill it before he runs out of health, maybe that's some experience. And he gets the wizard for 55. Not great, but that is enough to reach another level. With 15, 13, 31, and 12. Wow. Level 5 is the magic level. And a crit by Janus takes out another Warlock, and he gets to level 4. It's gonna help out a little bit, but he's still a little ways away from, I think he needs a couple hundred, or like 130 or experience or so to hit that level 5, which is a big boost. Level 5 is the kind of boost where you start one-shotting these enemies or deciding, hey, it's time for me to start leaving home a little bit. Gotta leave home and go see the world. The tie-dye guy is gonna pick up his dragon scale. $84 more to level 5. Sounds good. So Janus is gonna try to kill this Spectre. Unfortunately, unless he gets some crits, he's not gonna get very far. Oh, Drakima hit for 37. Such a beefy beast. Everything that flies in this game so far has been absolutely terrible. The tie-dye guy is really trying to take down this stone man, knowing that he has heal more and actually some health. He's hoping that it doesn't have too much health, so he can take it out with the heal mores he has. Unfortunately, he's a very rude stone man. And 378 more for the tie-dye guy. So these levels are slow. You know, we're looking at, 800 experience just to hit level 6. So the game is not giving him a lot of levels early on. All Janus needs is one more Warlock, and he's gonna be golden. He's gonna have a lot more health, double the health to work with, more than double the health to work with. Let's see if he goes for some sleep strats. Oh, the magic Drakey goes down from the tie-dye guy, and it gives 73. Not very good. And he's trying to fight a blue slime, which is not a good idea. But Janus hits level 5. That will be his big level. That should make him a little happy. And finally do something. Maybe start one-shotting some of these enemies over here. And the tie-dye's got... Oh yeah, he one-shot alright. I think he's like, I can start one-shotting these things. I'm gonna stick around and get another level. This could be where Janus just, like, takes a huge experience point lead. Looks like the tie-dye guy is fighting a blue dragon outside of Charlotte. He's doing a lot of damage to it. It's a very squishy blue dragon. But he's down to his last heal more. Can he get this dragon? The dragon is squishy, but it has a lot of health. Oh, look at all of the warlocks Janus is getting. He's just killed 2 more. And gets to level 6 already. Wow. And another big power boost. Unfortunately, not a lot of health to go with it. But that's fine. And on to tie-dye guy, he finds a cave and a red slime with a lot of agility, with a lot of defense. The tactic to stay around and keep grinding is working, especially with that level 5 strength gain, is able to one-shot these warlocks before they can run away. And he even gets a crit on one. He's going to make sure that he never runs away. The Warlocks actually don't give a bad amount of money. I think if he only kills like 3 more, he'll have enough for magic armor, if I'm correct. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong deck. Never mind. He still needs to kill a handful more. But it's going to be kind of hard to not die with these enemies around. You kind of hope you find another monster that drops a lot of gold. Try to go for that early magic armor play. If you can get the magic armor, it's great. It's the second best armor in the game, and it gives you 24 defense, a small HP recovery, and some hurt more resistance. That tie-dye guy is going after another blue dragon. And Janus is continuing to be the Warlock Slayer over here. take the experience when you can get it, especially this early on when you don't have a lot to work with. And you know that there's killer blue slimes waiting for you at every corner. Yeah, once they get Erdrick's armor, it looks like the blue dragon will be something that they want to see because it's very low agility and doesn't hit too hard. So if you get the fire resistance from Erdrick's armor, the blue dragon might be something that's very welcoming to see. If it gives any experience, that is. And it gives 123, so it's not a bad game. The Datyedyedguy is trying to get to that cave down there. He comes up to a very frail skeleton who must not have had drank enough milk because he doesn't hit very hard, but he has a lot of agility. So the Datyedyedguy finds a cave, and it looks like it's the tablet cave, the freebie cave. Inside this cave is no monsters, but one free chest. Something like Erdrick's sword could be huge, so we'll see what's at the bottom of this. The slimes are stone cold killers. Looks like poltergeists only give 18. At least their bigger brother gives 20. And inside the freebie chest is a torch, so he can find his way out if he wants. Yeah, the blue dragons definitely take a long time to kill. It's not something that you want to be farming now, but later in the game when you're killing them in 2 shots, probably you know that they're not going to wreck you, especially if they're in Charlock. Oh, that is a mighty swamp. He paused for a second before thinking about going into it, and this is one big swamp, that's for sure. There might be more swamp just right here than there was in mine and McGrew's big swamp race. So Janus should get his wizard kill. It's a little bit of experience. I didn't see what the experience the Datyedyedguy needed to level. It's a little bit of experience, not too bad. But he's going to run into his first Drakima, and if he decides to stick around, he's going to feel it. Drakima just feels like one of those monsters you're going to find in Charlock, in the final dungeon in the game. Just because it has a really high agility and it hits really hard. Oh yeah, Janus stuck around fighting the warlocks until he finally took the lead with experience. The Datyedyedguy decided to try to do more exploration first, and he didn't really get very far. He doesn't know a whole lot more than Janus right now. Red slimes with no strength and a lot of defense. So Janus is going to use a torch just to go through this cave to find out that he got a freebie torch in return. Ooh, we got a another town to the west of Cole, with a metal slime with a lot of defense and sleep, and hits really hard. Ooh, guardian slime. This could be a problem getting to this town. Well, he could burn it down because he has an extra torch to burn it down. Ooh, the metal slime does go to sleep. Comes across a really frail werewolf just outside of the town. Probably determines it's not worth fighting it. It's probably going to run away, considering how much damage it's doing. But what town do we got here? We have Garenham. Potential shop, bunch of new items to get. What do we got here? We have, ooh, a dirt cheap broadsword and hand axe. That's going to give him a very nice weapon upgrade. The full plate is pretty cheap too. The broadsword is plus 20 attack. It's the third best sword in the game, so it is definitely a welcome addition. There are 3 chests and a cave in Garingham, but they need a key before they can get into there, so it's going to be a little time. Thankfully, Garingham is not very far away from the town, or from the starting castle. Once they can find some keys, finally get a ghost down, and it only gives 7 experience, but it gave a lot of gold. Looks like Janus has decided to go back to farming his little patch of desert there. Unfortunately, Drakeys have decided to move in and take over. Yeah, I think the tie-dye guy is just trying to kill enemies with more experience, which, you know, you gotta kind of get whatever experience you can get right now. Especially knowing that you're getting kind of close to another level. And Janus is just going to keep destroying the warlock population. Yeah, it's there's a lot of experience required to level. It's a very slow seed. It's over 800 experience just to get to level 6, and so far Janus is up to 12 or 1300 right now, and he's only level 6. So the game is not really handing them levels. It doesn't help that all of the decent experienced enemies are running away from them, because they do got a really good amount of strength. The tie-dye guy is going to finish off his poltergeist and be very disappointed. And we're at almost 1500 experience and still level 6. Very, very slow seed. It makes you wonder what that magic level is going to be, or like levels where you're just going to grind several levels. Oh, and the tie-dye guy finally gets another kill and hits level 6 also. just to find out he's a little bit stronger. But the magicians are a little bit stronger than him. Warlocks are the key, and that's what Janus has been doing. He's been staying around here and farming all of the warlocks. That's how he caught up and rocketed way ahead with the experience lead. Is just staying here farming warlocks. Because once they hit level 5, they had the ability to one-shot them. Unfortunately, Janus is not staying in the zone where the warlocks are. He keeps wandering down to the south. So, Datyedyedguy has found himself a knight. He's been beating on that thing for a while, hoping to get the kill, but he's starting to run out of magic. The knights with their adorable baby breath. And heal more. Oh, that's painful. Spend all of that time and magic trying to kill this big enemy just to watch it cast heal more. And then meet his bigger brother, who's not very happy that you tried to pick on his little brother. Ooh, nice crit on the Scorpion. Unfortunately, the Scorpion is still not dead yet. Oh, you saw 951 as the next level? So we're looking at over 1,800 experience to level. Wow. This game is just not being nice to him with levels. And we found another big swamp. Since the Datyedyedguy was finally able to get north of Cole. Janus is almost there. He's almost got to level 7. Another warlock or 2 kill will get him there. Oh, all through that north swamp leads to another swamp that leads to a lot of nothing. Except for a wyvern that just ran away. We get to see our first green dragon, and I'm pretty sure he's done seeing this green dragon now. Oh, he's gonna duke it out. He's got a whole lot of magic, so he's gonna try for it. He's hitting for 15 to 20 at a time. I think he's pretty desperate for experience right now, knowing that he has a long ways to go before he can even level again. And the green dragon, ooh, almost 200 for the green dragon. Unfortunately, there's Drakimas in the same enemy group, so that's probably not a good spot to grind experience. He's trying to grind, though. I think he's looking for another green dragon. The green dragon might actually be north of the desert here. Janus is just spamming sleep onto the Scorpion, trying to keep it around so he can get the experience from it, because it does have a lot of health. Yeah, that's what Datyedyedguy was doing. He was thinking that the green dragon wasn't actually in that zone, so he went north, because the zone borderline where the green dragon could be right in the desert there, or in the swamp there. Ooh, one-shots a Rogue Scorpion for a nice amount of experience and gold. Ooh, this could be a nice little grind spot for him. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of magic left, so it's going to be a little rough killing this green dragon with what he has left. Rogue Scorpions look like a delicious treat. One hit and get a lot of experience for it. Not to mention the gold, too. Janus really should be trying to stay on the desert tiles because that'll give him a much higher encounter rate. But these 3 quick kills from Datyedyedguy has caught him up experience-wise considerably. In fact, I think he's about to almost tie Janus now. Just a little bit behind. Like less than 150 behind. And this should be a level for Janus. Yep, finally someone reaches level 7. Do we got anything good at level 7? Some decent stats, not much strength, but decent others. And Datyedyedguy is about to hit level 7 too, just from this little grinding spot up here. One more Rogue Scorpion and he's got it. But there's a Rude Axe Knight here. So how much do we need for level 8? Oh, only 6 more. So there's only like a 30 or 40 experience difference between 7 and 8. So we're yeah. It looks like Janus is gonna stick around and try to get that experience. And Datyedyedguy finally kicked the bucket, but he's only 1 warlock away from a level. I feel like this is Final Fantasy 1. We're gonna count experience by monsters instead of Agamas. It's gonna be 1 warlock worth of 1 warlock away from a level. But Janus gets level 8. There's a good hit point and good. Oh, level 9. You just rocketed. So there's 3 really quick levels right there. You know, once you hit 7, you're gonna get 9 really fast. Got a nice bit of health and magic. Probably need to start doing some exploring soon. He has a really healthy amount of magic and health now. You know, plenty of heal mores to spend on your travels. Yeah, the experience points were not kind in this one. It took 1,800 experience just to hit level 7. And it's gonna take another 400 just to get to 10, so. Datyedyedguy is going back to his new little grind spot that he found. The only downside to this grind spot is it's on the grass. The grass is the lowest encounter rate in the game. So you want to, you know, you really don't want to grind on grass unless you have to. He could try to go over left there to the trees. It's a slightly higher encounter rate, and he might still get the same enemies. But he's definitely going to gain at least 1 level, if not 2. Or 3 levels, actually. No, I don't think he's going to get 3. He's going to get at least 2 levels from this dragon kill. And Janus finds another cave in the middle of the swamp. Starting to make some progression here. Haven't seen a whole lot right now. Oh, but Dragon Lord Breath on the Wolf. Yes, Duran, this is Dragon Warrior Randomizer Chaos. It's basically a hard mode of the original Dragon Warrior Randomizer, in which all of the stats on enemies are also randomized. So you never know what you're gonna run into. You might find a red dragon who just runs away from you. You might find a blue slime in this case that hits you for Dragon Lord Breath and puts you to sleep. But yeah, somewhere between 7 and 9, probably level 8, they got the hurt spell. And I don't know if Janus noticed it because it didn't tell him that he got it when he leveled. Yep. I think he just cast Hurt by accident. Yeah, that's what happened, is he didn't realize that it was the Hurt spell. Oh, the Datyedyedguy finds the staff, the Shrine Cave. If he has the Silver Harp, he can turn it into the Staff of Rain, which is one of the 3 items required to get into the final dungeon. And hopefully Janus is going to make his way into this cave, and it's a dark one. We got the North Swamp Cave. And Datyedyedguy at the same time finds Brackenary. Yay. And Brackenary is not going to have a whole lot. We don't get really excited about this town because this town is usually only good for a cheap inn. That's about it. And in this case, it's the same thing because it doesn't have any good gear for him. But Janus is going to make his way through the swamp cave here to see where the other entrance takes him. In this randomizer, there's a really good chance that the swamp cave will lead to an extra continent. Which might or might not be required. So we'll see if this leads anywhere else. Or it could lead into the back of a town. If it leads into back of like Tentacle Castle, that could be keys for him right there. Brackenary, we leave the torch on for you. In the same droll voice as the commercial, right? We leave the lights on. Nice crit on the Metal Scorpion. Oh, we got Rimmeldar for Datyedyedguy. He's finally gonna get his keys. Ooh, Janus is staying inside the cave instead of seeing what's on the outside. Looks like he wants to try to farm experience. But with Rimmeldar here for Datyedyedguy, he's going to get his keys, and he has access to a free chest in this town. Well, not really free, because it requires 2 keys to get. But this is going to unlock a lot more chests for him inside the castle and in Garenham. So the swamp cave left... Oh, that is a bad swamp cave. I believe that swamp cave literally took him just up to the northeast a little bit. Rimmeldar, the gateway. So there's only gold inside the chest there, but more gold is good because if he can buy a better weapon or like a silver shield or something in this town, would be a huge help. What do we got? We got full plate for 800, which he doesn't quite have enough to get. But yeah, that troll cave, we'll call that the troll cave, because it literally took him about 8 to 10 squares to the northeast. Oh wait, no, you're right. It's not the swamp cave. He's going through another cave. Is he going through the mountain cave? I was looking at the Datyedyedguy's side. I see Janus found himself rogue scorpions. Yep, he's going through the mountain cave based on his travel. So he is going through the mountain cave in the dark. The mountain cave is usually not too hard of a cave to go through. It still requires a little bit of practice. And level 9 for Datyedyedguy. He's got about 500 experience to go before he reaches 10. Rimmeldar is literally blocking nothing but a desert. So we're going to check our first chest here in the mountain cave, and we get wings! Unfortunately, he doesn't have a torch, so he's stuck going through this cave in the dark. But there is Rogue Scorpions. He's using Hurt on it because he doesn't realize that if he attacks the Rogue Scorpion, it's just going to fall over dead, probably. And there is at least level 10. What are we going to get at level 10? I see a lot of 1s and no magic. So it's all the spells are going to be late game spells, it looks like. In this randomizer, you learn all of your spells by the time you reach level 16. So he still could be another 6 levels before he learns something like Hurt More. Ooh, a fighter's ring. That is +2 attack power. In the randomizer. Actually, in the vanilla game, the fighter's ring is broken. It doesn't work. It's a useless piece of jewelry. But in the randomizer, it has been graciously fixed. And gives +2 attack power. He also has some gold. If he makes it out of here alive, he could go buy magic armor. Because he does have a set of wings to just teleport back to the castle. Yeah, that is a vanilla fighter's ring. The Demon Knights give absolutely nothing but gold. So there's one more chest to find inside the mountain cave. If he, like I said, if he could walk out, he could go and buy magic armor, which would be a huge bonus. Oh, listening to the bonks, he might be a little lost. Yeah, I think he got himself into a wrong corner. Oh, nope, it looks like he got himself out. He's on his way to the last chest. And he makes it to find a cursed belt. Only good if he... Oh, I didn't do what the first chest was. So what did we get here inside the treasury? So far, gold. Gold is good, because that's good for a gold grind. Lots of gold in the treasury, but not a whole lot else. But, that gold right there, that could be good. That's magic armor for him right now. So, Datyedyedguy is going to go to the back, probably restock on his keys back here, and check out what is in the basement of the castle. What secrets is the king holding? Ooh, the Druins are not nice. And rip all of his money. At least he got every chest in there. Oh, the Jerk Cave, the Rainbow Drop Cave. This is a very important cave because when you collect the Staff of Rain, the Stones of Sunlight, and the Erdrick's Token, you take it to that old man right there and he'll give you the Rainbow Drop and allow you to go to the final dungeon in the game. And yeah, we got a really quick level again from Janus. Big strength boost and a big health boost, but again, no spells. He's actually on the verge of getting magic armor. He only needs like 100 more. If he can stick to killing another warlock or two, he can go right up there and get a really nice set of armor. Probably going to check the price of everything here to see what he needs to get. And the tie-dye is going to do some shopping. Probably going to pick up that that magic armor. Flame Sword's a little pricey though. But that does give him a huge boost to his defense. Yes, Janus does have that cursed belt, which he could sell for 180 gold if he wanted to. That would give him enough to just flat out buy the armor, but I think he's just going to grind for it. He has it too. He just had to kill that one Star Wyvern. So he's going to get equipped, unless he wants to buy the stylish, expensive clothes, which I don't think is a very good value. And both of them now have some good armor. Fortunately, Janus has not found another town yet, so he hasn't been able to get the really cheap broadsword. He's probably going to sell his cursed belt now and stock up on some torches. Or you can just buy him with what money he has. Probably doesn't want to go through those caves again in the dark. You know, as a speedrunner of the game, an old speedrunner of the game, the mountain cave is the first place you have to learn in the dark. Well, second, because swamp cave is technically first. So it's one of those caves, like, as a speedrunner, you just have to memorize it. So it's like, you know, it's not that difficult of a place to learn either. And Datyedyedguy is going to work his way over to the right and find his swamp cave and mountain cave if he goes through. So what is inside the swamp cave? Well, for those who don't know, the swamp cave actually holds the poor princess who has been sealed away by the dragon, well, a dragon, and is awaiting someone to come and rescue her so she can be so happy. But there is a monster that is probably extremely difficult that's protecting her. And Janus looks like he's going to find his Rimuldar and get his keys. Well, actually, unless the werewolf gives a lot of money, he's not going to be able to buy any keys because you don't have. There's no item shop in Rimuldar to sell your cursed belt. So he doesn't quite. He needs 53 gold to get at least his first key. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Rimuldar. That was Garanham. My bad. At least he's going to get his broadsword here. And they both have pretty much equal equipment, except for Janus has the fighter's ring because he's been into the mountain cave. So, a little over an hour into this game, I guess I could give a quick recap of what's been going on. Levels have been really stingy in this game. It took them a very, very long time to level. To the point where, you know, they were looking at, what was it, 1,800 experience just to hit level 7. So, things took quite a while to get there. So far, we have found the tablet cave, which just had a torch in it. And we found the mountain cave, which only had the fighter's ring in it. The tie-dye has gotten to Rimuldar and been able to get a key, but so far he hasn't found a whole lot with the key. He still hasn't gone to Garanham, which is another cave, and 3 more chests also. And that's about all that we found so far. The tie-dye gets up to 11 also. Those rogue scorpions helping out a lot. And I believe he's going through the mountain cave right now. I might have missed it. But he's getting plenty of experience. Yep, he's in the mountain cave. So he's going to get his fighter's ring eventually, too. So what are we still looking for? The Vanilla Stones of Sunlight Cave would be helpful. Cantlin, because... or Hawksness, because the armor is going to be in one of those 2 spots. And potentially the fairy flute in the other, but that might not be as important. Janus finds the tie-dye secret grinding spot. Way up here, way to the north, kind of hidden off. And we are virtually tied in experience right now, although Janus is going to take a little bit of lead again. But with all of those rogue scorpions in the mountain cave, the tie-dye is definitely caught up. And a fancy fighter ring for the tie-dye. We have literally the same gear right now, an hour and 10 in. And Janus hits level 12, which Datyedyedguy won't be too far behind either. Are we finally going to get some useful spells here? Oh, we got spells. Well, we got return. So we didn't really get useful spells. So I think it's Janus's time to find the shrine and hopefully find Rimildar very soon. Ooh, there's another town to the north here that the Datyedyedguy didn't go to. I don't think he's been to this town. Oh, well, welcome, by the way, to people from Randomizer 2, as your match just ended. Unfortunately, I've been tracking this... Oh, Breckenary, my bad. I've been tracking this and whatnot myself, so I haven't had a chance to watch. But you are watching the Dragon Warrior Chaos Randomizer match between Datyedyedguy and JanusZeal. Right now, it is virtually tied in almost every aspect. Virtually almost every aspect, except for Datyedyedguy has found Rimildar so far, but that hasn't given him anything yet. This has been a very slow-going seed, needing a lot of experience to level. Talking to the poor guy outside Breckenary. Aww. We still are looking around for several things. We're still trying to find Hawksness Coal to get the armor fairy flute. We're still looking for Garing's Grave. There's a lot of chests in there. We don't have Erdrick's sword, Erdrick's armor. We don't have the Stones of Sunlight. You know, there's a lot. We haven't found Cantlin yet either. So there's a lot of things out there that is still trying to be found this late into the seed. The beginning experience being so rough to get, and every monster that would give experience was running away from people. At level 2 even. All of the experience-given monsters were running at level 2, so they just couldn't get going for the longest time. We got a metal slime on Datyedyedguy who just loves casting sleep and hitting hard. It's been slow. It hasn't really been garbage, I would say. It's just been slow. Like, it doesn't seem difficult. It's not giving any problems, any you know, to them. It's just, it's because it's such a slow grind to get experience, or they need so much experience to level. You can see that Janus is at 3,600 experience at just hit level 12. Oh, we got another town down here by the Datyedyedguy. I think he hasn't been to this one yet. Ooh, the gold man goes down fast, and he's rich. And we found Cantlin. Ooh, potential coordinates on the map. So what he's gonna want to do is, he's gonna want to first check the shops to find a shield. The silver shield we found in Breckenary for about 3,200, which is not that much. Ooh, 67 strength already at level 12. That's not too bad. Large shield is more expensive than the silver shield. Wow. So they're going to do a little grinding to get the shield. But the good thing about Cantlin is the old man who's trapped behind a door and a bunch of broken glass on the ground. He has potentially coordinates on the world map. And those coordinates, if there are something on the world map, will either be the fairy flute or Erdrick's armor. At the same time, Janus finds Rimildar finally. So he will be able to get his keys. And here we go to talk to the old man that's trapped here, because he forgot to bring his Heal More spell. $14 north, 3 east. Wow. Whatever is hiding there got accidentally dropped by Erdrick when he was returning home to the castle. It doesn't... There's a good chance that we won't be rescuing the princess today. So Janus goes back into Rimmeldar. He's going to get his money chest. 2 keys for a bunch of money. They have a lot of health. I just realized at level 12 they have 123 health. Really what they're missing is strength and well, a lot of items. They just haven't found a whole lot so far. So we still haven't seen what's behind Garenham yet. That could potentially be the vanilla grave. And, you know, there could be a Erdrick's sword or something good back there. So, it looks like Janus is going to save, maybe check how much experience he needs for a level, which is still 1,000 more. Wow. Wow, this just seed, you just will not let them level. The tie-dye guy did take the experience point lead, though, and he's counting out the steps to find out what's on the world map. And it is the fairy flute. Oh. That means they must find the town of Hawksness if they are going to get their fancy, fancy armor. But it looks like the tie-dye guy is going to finally check out what's in Garenham. Das Flute! Nothing good in the shop, but he's almost got enough for the silver shield if he remembers where it is, if he wrote down that it's in Brecconary. So there's 3 chests and a cave in the back of this town, and we know Janus is going to find the Rainbow Drop Jerk Cave here shortly. We have the Stones of Sunlight. I think that's useful. An extra magic key, you know, to make up for the one you just used. Well, and some use... Well, the fairy water's not completely useless, considering how they don't have repel right now. If you want to try to make some, you know, progress. And hiding behind here is the Stones of Sunlight Cave. A freebie chest with a freebies, you know, a useless little piece of sword, you know, nothing important. If Janus actually goes over to Garenham to check those chests, he will have his budget Erdrick sword also. Erdrick's sword is the best sword in the game. It has the highest attack power, 40 attack power, and it hits hard. It beats the bonus that they got earlier, that's for sure. Wow, that Draki has a huge amount of defense, even with over like 67 or so strength and Erdrick's sword. It still only took 3 damage when it got hit. Unless I was reading that wrong. Oh, was that a blue slime that gave 200 experience? Since they were finally able to kill that thing? Blue slimes are scary right now. They have sleep and Dragon Lord breath. Usually, yes. So the way, from what I understand, Sharlock works in Chaos is it basically grades monsters. And then the monsters that are deemed, or a lot of the monsters that are deemed strong, whether it's through stats or abilities, usually get thrown in Charlock somewhere. So it's a good idea to keep a tab. So one thing I like to do as a runner of Chaos is I like to keep a tab of what enemies really are problematic, and then find out if something like Sleep or Stop Spell works on them. Especially if they're not going to die to 1 or 2 hits. Because that is what's going to keep you alive while you go down into Charlock. Because in Charlock, enemies have an agility stat, you know, just like yourself. And when you're on the overworld map, they're actually penalized their agility when it comes to running away. So when you get into Charlock, all bets are off. There is no longer a penalty. If they have a max agility, they're going to be extremely hard to run from. And you're not going to do a whole lot of damage to them. Looks like we're just on the exploration phase right now. Sounds like Sparkover and Amazing Toaster had fun with slimes, huh? The blue slimes in this one are pretty vicious. If they back attack you, you're probably going to die. But it looks like they give a ton of experience if you can get by them. So we are still looking for the Grave. And, well, we're not looking for Cantle anymore. The Grave and Hawksness are the 2 big things that are looking for still. Oh, blue slimes are always overpowered in Chaos. I think Jan has found, didn't see which way he was moving. Is he going through the swamp cave, potentially? Going back through the swamp cave? Because I think if he goes through the swamp cave, he's going to find Cantlin. Oh, there's a cave all the way up here in the corner. Could this be the Grave? Because inside the Grave is where they're going to find the Silver Harp. And there's still a chance that, oh no, wait, armor is the only thing not found. So yeah, they have to find Hawksness for the armor. Yep, we got the Grave. 3 chests on the top, and then 2 way down, inside, way down the cave. The only thing he really needs to find is the harp. I mean, he could go... Actually, he could look for the Death Necklace also. Because they have a lot of health, they might find some use on the Death Necklace. But we got level 13 by the Datyedyedguy. And a big attack power boost. And hurt more. Always a good spell to have. But yeah, I don't think he actually needs the Death Necklace anymore. They've gotten a lot of strength. I think... they're already into the 80s, at least, for strength rolls. But the first 3 chests is a torch, to make up for the one he just used, at least. And the Silver Harp. So he has all of the items he needs. Now, is he going to dig the cave looking for a Death Necklace? That's the question. And Janus finds his Cantlin, so he's going to find his very simple Fairy Flute. So it looks like the Datyedyedguy is going to dive the cave. The only thing he could find in a chest now that would be useful is the Death Necklace. The Death Necklace is an item that curses you. Now, it doesn't sound that good, right? It curses you. Well, we haven't really talked about what curse does in this game. If you get cursed, you're basically not allowed to enter the castle. If you die, you get kicked out of the castle with 1 health. But... you know, normally that's a bad thing, but in the randomizer, they decided to kind of make it a fun item. The Death Necklace, if you equip it, you sacrifice 25% of your health in order to gain 10 attack power. So you basically are going for 2.5 extra damage by sacrificing 25% of your health. Which might not seem like a ton, but it is a lot of damage when it comes to the Dragon Lord. We get our first Wraith, and there goes our first Wraith. So now, where is Hawksness? That's the big question. And the Datyedyedguy has opened up a 600 experience point lead, and it's going to be even higher once he kills this dragon. Now you'll notice Janus got rid of his Dragon Scale. This game is a little glitch in it. When you equip the Dragon Scale in Fighter's Ring, even if you get rid of the item, you still keep the effect that you had. So he's still going to keep the 2 defense that he got from it. And Datyedyedguy definitely has enough for a silver shield if he remembers where to buy it. And it looks like he's just going to leave, which is fine because there's literally only 1 chest left that you could want. The best reason to take the Fairy Flute is if you run into Gollum in Sharlock and he is a really nasty beast, because then it's a guarantee run. We actually haven't seen Gollum yet, so we don't know what Gollum is in this seed. And Janus still has not gone back to Geringham to get his fancy sword. I'm pretty sure if you plus or minus the MP cost of like a spell like Heal More, you probably aren't going to be able to beat the Dragon Lord most of the time if you get a plus 50%. You're gonna have to see. You're gonna see at least in a. You're gonna be forced to grind a lot of extra levels to make up for that. Well, I guess I will take a second here while they are running around to plug a little something that might be happening on this channel here in approximately 2 weeks, and that's the Randomania Marathon. I forgot what the command is in chat, but I'm sure Jay Kellen could take care of it for me. But the Randomizer Mania Marathon, which will take place on this channel for an entire week filled with a randomizer fun. Thank you, Firan. Including this game that you will see. Including myself running Dragon Warrior 2 and 3 randomizer. There will be other randomizers from all kinds of series, and it'll be fun if you're looking for other randomizers. So I think I would throw a little love out to that. It's the 2nd annual Randomania Randomizer Marathon. Janus is going back through the Swamp Cave. Probably still needs to search over here a little bit. Probably hasn't finished checking everything. And I guess while you're at it, also make sure to follow the runners who are doing this. JanusZeal and Datyedyedguy, who is just picking up his Staff of Rain. And if you want to follow me, your commentator and tracker, you can do that too if you really want to. And follow Fearon because he's busy. He's spamming all the commands. And J. Callan. Follow them all. Follow everyone. Everyone gets a follow. Oh, we found Hawksness on the other side of the swamp cave, you guys. Oh, this is big. Because we don't know, or we don't know when the Datyedyedguy is going to go back across the swamp cave to look for this. So what is guarding the armor? 34 magic he has to work with, so he's got some stuff here, and it's the Druid Lord. Don't know if we've seen the Druid Lord yet. He has a decent amount of defense. And, he doesn't hit at all. And it says Janus is not level 13 yet. He hasn't gotten hurt more. And down goes... Ooh, decent experience. And there's his level 13, which means he will now get hurt more. And a fancy set of armor. You know, it might be a good idea to see if that thing is weak to hurt more, because they might be looking for some more levels just to make up the little bit of strength that they're behind. And if you can zap that thing with a hurt more and kill it, that's 111 experience right there. Sometimes the best thing you can look for when you're grinding is if there is a spot that you can grind effectively. Oh, the Datyedyedguy is going back to Breckenary. I think he... Oh, does he know that there's a silver shield there? Yeah, I think he's going in. I think he knows that he's going to pick up his shiny shield. Oh, wait, he's out of money. I thought he had 4,000 gold. Oh, what happened? Did he die enough that he lost all of his gold? Oh, he bought the large shield. Okay, thank you, guys. So the Datyedyedguy is just looking for Hawksness now. So he can pick up his armor, and then probably going to grind a little bit more experience. Still think their strength is a little low. I'm not verified what their actual strength is. But it looks like it takes a while to get to 14, by the way. Because the Datyedyedguy has already gained over 1,000 experience. And what a shock, they're still not at another level. Janus has enough to get the silver shield if he remembers that it's hiding around. I think he's just busy looking for the grave. And yeah, it could be a while before the Datyedyedguy goes back through the swamp cave to go find Hawksness. So, you know, this is still this is still up in the air right now. The good old knight with the heal more spell. Jan's trying to put that hurt more spell to good use, going around blasting everything. Why not? It does 58 to 65 damage to anything that it can be hit by. Looks like he went back to the mountain cave. Realized that right away. I don't think there's anything else on this, yeah, I think there's nothing else on this island. It's just a little, you know, just a couple of important things like Caitlin and Hawksness on that little island, you know, nothing too much. Ooh, Axe Knights are actually worth hitting with a hurt more. We're starting to find all these enemies that give 100, 150 experience now that you can just blast them with a hurt more and take them out. Looks like Janus is finally going to head back over to Geringham, so he's going to get his sword. And he's just going to need... And his Stones of Sunlight. He's just going to need to find the grave. Oh, there's a level, finally, for Datyedyedguy. But he got no strength out of it. Ugh. He did get the stop spell to help out. Rip the blue dragon. He's probably not very happy right now. Yeah, I don't think the Datyedyedguy is going to really be in a hurry to go get the rainbow drop, because he knows it's right back at the castle. So he's really trying to find Hawksness. But he might actually be going through the swamp cave here. That's what he needs to do if he's going to find Hawksness. So the big difference right now is the Datyedyedguy needs to find Hawksness here, which if he searches this island, he'll get to it. And Janus needs to find the grave so he can pick up his silver harp. Other than that, everything else is tied. Janus might head over to Brecconary to pick up the silver shield along the way. I don't think it's going to take the Datyedyedguy very long to find his armor, because there's not a whole lot to this island that he's going to. Oh, the Datyedyedguy just went through the swamp, so he's on the other island now. So he's going to find Hawksness if he searches. And Janus is grinding in to the Datyedyedguy's secret grinding spot all the way up here. He's not even going to look for the grave right now. Right now, the Datyedyedguy does have a little bit of a lead because he's going to get everything he needs here shortly, and he does have a 1,000 experience point lead. Although that's going to erode very fast if Janus stays up here. But he still needs to go find that grave, though. You can see the Datyedyedguy trying to fight all these gold men, because I think he's working towards a silver shield. And they give a lot of gold when you kill them. Janus should be almost up to his level 14. The good news, though, is when Janus does find the grave, he's going to find his silver harp very fast. So as long as he doesn't dive the grave, he should be all right. So another place that they haven't checked yet is the Swamp Cave. What's protecting the princess? Because whatever's protecting the princess could be a grindable enemy also. Much like Hawksness, it respawns. So, like, if the Datyedyedguy checks out Hurt More on this Druid Lord, and it actually hits, he could just have the perfect grind spot right here. And Janus hits level 14. No power. And he's gonna stick around there and grind, so he's gonna be there for a little while, probably. And Hurtmore hit the Druid Lord. It didn't kill him, but definitely seems to be working. If anything, you're gonna soften him up. So does he stay there and grind? And nope, he's off. The only thing he needs to do is probably pick up a Silver Shield, which is what he's working towards. He's only 1,000 away. And go get the Rainbow Drop, which is back at the castle. Then he can decide if he wants to go into Sharlock and check it out. I haven't seen any strength for a while on any of the characters, so I don't know exactly what they're at. I think they're in the 80s, but that's my best guess that I have. Oh, he's going back to Hawksness. Either to farm the Goldmen or to farm the Druid Lord. Oh, nope, he changed his mind. He stopped and cast Return. Okay, so what is he up to? That's the big question. It looks like we're virtually tied on experience again, but still, Janus needs to find that, go look for that grave is what he needs to do. 81 strength. Okay, so they're still short. Generally what you're looking for is, you want to have, I would say in Chaos mode, at least a 90. Is what I would look for. But it really is determined by how much magic and health you have. Before you're going to go fight the Dragon Lord. Generally, you want at least an 85 in regular randomizer, but because in Chaos the health varies so much, you might have to get a few more points of strength just to make sure, in case the Dragon Lord pulls off a huge amount of health. Also, their agility isn't that high; it's only 82, which means it's going to be really difficult to run from things. I think the Datyedyedguy is going back to the grave. If that's what his... Oh no, he's still searching for something. I wonder what he's searching for. Because I think he's found everything. He might be, like I said, he might be trying to figure out how to get back to the grave. Either to pick up that one chest that he didn't get, thinking that, you know, the death necklace could be useful. I think at this point, it's worth going into Sharlock first, because Sharlock has 7 chests. The grave has 1 that's way at the bottom. And if you level on the way down to Sharlock and you find a death necklace inside the treasury, you know, you just go fight the Dragon Lord. You don't have to do all this running around. Janus decided to give up on grinding finally. And he's probably going to go get his Silver Shield now, because Breckenary is right up here. So he's going to have a slight defense advantage over Datyedyedguy. Unless he, you know, saves up enough gold from all of this fighting. Oh, is he not going to Breckenary? Oh, these guys are just, like, completely, like, not listening to me. Ah, they're just going their own way, okay? I give up. No. Commentator's curse. Wherever they're thinking I'm saying, they're... no. I wonder if there's a silver shield here in Rimuldar. He's got a lot of gold. He's saved up to 6,100. Well, under 6,100, thanks since he used the inn. Oh, he didn't remember that it was in Breckenary. I think that's the issue, is he didn't go to Brecconary because he didn't think it was there. So he's going to spend his money on the large shield. Still a good amount of a defense, but you get 10 extra defense if you get the silver shield. And he literally was just a few steps away from the silver shield. So, looking at their stats, they don't have the best MP. They do, especially for the strength that they have. So they're definitely at least one level away. Even with the death necklace, I still think they would be close. And I think the Datyedyedguy is going to pick up his gold and get his shield. The lower the agility you have, if you have the chance to get the silver shield without like putting a lot of effort into it, it's definitely worth getting. Still curious what the Datyedyedguy is looking for. Janus does not have the harp yet. He has not found the grave. Once he finds the grave, he will find the harp on the top of the grave. So that's what he's looking for now. He's looking for the grave. The Datyedyedguy, I don't know what he's looking for. He knows where grind is. He has his sexy little hidden grinding spot. If he wants to go there and grind. I don't know if he's trying to figure out how to get back to the grave to search for the chest at the bottom that he didn't go to see if there's a death necklace there. Jen is finding the bonus cave again. I don't think the grave was that far away from the castle. It was just you have to go the right direction to get there is all. Janus has opened up about a 500 experience point lead, but right now, 500 experience is nothing. It's really that, you know, that harp that he needs. He might have lost the jerk. That would be a problem, because the jerk cave was literally inside the castle. That would be unfortunate if that's the case. He might be going up here to grind now. But yeah, if he lost the jerk cave, that could be a problem. But I think he's coming up here to grind, maybe. Nope, doesn't want to grind. Yeah. Okay, well, he's going to grind. See, there we go. I try to say something and they just go the other way. Why not? No. But yeah, he might grind. He might, yeah, that could be a problem. Janus is off searching a new area, it looks like, that he hasn't been to, which I'm not sure if that way is going to lead. I know if he goes across the mountains to the right, he probably won't find the grave. I think it was more to, like, the northwest. And we're up to 35, almost 8,500 experience, and we still haven't reached level 15. This game is just not giving him a chance to level right now. Ah, just as to say that, of course, commentator's curse. Level 15, and they get 1 power. 10 magic is good, but 82 strength? Without the death necklace, that's just so rough. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot out there in this overworld that can kill him anymore, so... You know, no one's gonna go back and check the next level anytime soon. Ooh, the tie-dye guy, I think he's finally gonna get his silver shield. There you go, he's got the sparkly shield now. And he got to sell that very expensive large shield to pretty much make back all of his money. Well, assuming that he wanted any more money the rest of the game. Yeah, I think Janus just totally forgot if there was a silver shield and where it was. That's why he just like skipped going back to Breckenary to look for it. And I think the grave is up there to the desert up there. Yeah, there's his grave. So he's going to find his silver harp. Hopefully he remembered where the jerk cave was. And we'll see if he actually dives the dungeon or not. Or does he just take the top 3 chests and run? The only chest we don't know is what's on the bottom floor, because the tie-dye guy just left before going to the bottom floor. With all the encounters he's getting, he's got enough for that silver shield again. Wow, nice 104 damage on the Druid. And yeah, Janus is now going to have the harp and a pretty big experience point lead going. There are rogue scorpions in here. Rogue scorpions are like 10 hit points and give a ton of experience. And it looks like he's just leaving. Yeah, he's like, oh, there's 2 chests left. The only thing I could want is the death necklace, assuming I can even find it in here. Oops, cast outside again by accident. So, does he remember? Oh yeah, he has to go get the staff first. As long as he remembers where the rainbow drop is, you know, he's clearly in the lead then. Especially if he makes the dive into Sharlock, so we can finally get some information about what's inside there. Oh, the tie-dye guy went back to the castle. Did he either finally remember that it's here, or he just ran out of options on where to search? But he's going to get his rainbow drop now. So why do we call this guy the Jerk Cave? Well, the reason why we call this guy the Jerk Cave is because if you don't come into the cave with all of the items, he basically kicks you out. He says, "You're not welcome here," and boots you out. They definitely can both dive, but they're not ready to. They can fight the Dragon Lord, but if it doesn't have a low amount of health. Wait, did the jerk kick him out? Why doesn't he have the token? Oh, he reset and didn't get his token. Oh, well, the good news is the token is right next to the castle. Because the token is literally in coal, which is right next to the castle. So he must have reset. Duncan might be correct. He must have reset. And then he got his token this time. Now he can go get his rainbow drop. It looks like Janus is grinding in down here. Janus still hasn't gone to get his staff. He's over here grinding. He must be trying to kill these Axe Knights. Of course, down here is the Axe Knights and the Green Dragons and the Rogue Scorpions. Oh no, did he run out of keys? Oh no. Oh, the tie-dye guy. Well, we got level 16 for Janus. And he got 5 power and 18 magic. He definitely can attempt the Dragon Lord now. Oh no, the tie-dye guy ran out. He didn't keep track of his keys. I think they are at about 86 or 87 strength with 10 to 115 magic, somewhere around there. So there is a chance for the Dragon Lord, especially if you find the Death Necklace in the treasury. Level 17 at 1,000 is not nice. So Janus might go make the dive now. He might also be convinced in just checking out how far away from a level he is, since he's going to be in the castle anyways. So the tie-dye guy makes his trip back to Rimmildar. He's gonna pick up his keys again. And hopefully get his rainbow drop this time. Yeah, if I was Janus, I would have definitely stopped at the king real quick. Just to see how far away from a level he is. Because if it's something that's really easy to get, it would be worth getting. Just because you're like, because their strength isn't really that good. There we go. A less jerky old man this time. Well, we don't know really what's going to happen yet, because this is our first dive into Sharlock. We have no idea what is in here and what the Dragon Lord has for us. Also, the tie-dye guy does need to get some levels. He's fallen behind. So the good news is there wasn't a whole lot of horrible enemies that could be in Charlock that could cause them problems that we've seen. We haven't seen every enemy in the game yet. Like, we know red slimes are going to run away, so that's not an issue. And the tie-dye guy is going to make the dive too. I think what he's banking on is the death necklace to get him over. Red slimes look really harmless, so that's nice. But yeah, it might come down to the dive and if there's a death necklace in the treasury. Because if there is, the tie-dye guy is still in this. Ooh, star wyverns aren't the best thing to see in here. Yeah, Janus has a one-floor lead right now, as the tie-dye guy just literally goes through the entire first floor with like 2 encounters. So yeah, if there is a death necklace in the treasury and he goes looking for it, you know, this is going to come down to the dive. The first 2 floors look very harmless right now. Oh, I hope he did buy at least 2 keys. That could be a good thing. I didn't see how many keys that he had. So the slimes are being tough to run away from. They do have a lot of agility. And now that they're not penalized, their speed is not penalized. Okay, good. He did have enough keys. Awesome. But yeah, Janus has a 3-level lead right now. Although it's only about 1,500 experience to get those 3 levels, but... nothing in here so far has given great experience. So once Janus moves on to this next floor here, there is another set of enemies that he can come across. And the tie-dye guy did get his level 15, which is not that good. He's still got a little ways to go before he gets to 16. And 17. Once he hits 16, he gets like a 5 strength boost, which is pretty big. 16 or 17 has it. Ooh, we got a Wolf Lord. That's a new enemy. Okay, well, he just scratches your back a little bit. Runs away and has amazing defense. Still a couple of enemies I can think of that we haven't found. We haven't seen Red Dragons, Armored Knights. We haven't seen Golem. So there could be one of those nasties, you know, hiding out on the bottom levels of Charlock here. Oh, did we see an Armored Knight? I must have missed that one. There must have only been one then. He's almost to the bottom level, Janus. Let's see if he goes into the treasury. Nope, he's going to pass on the treasury. He's confident that he can take out whatever's over here. So, first thing they're looking at is what enemy is guarding the Dragon Lord. Once they get down here back to the brick, they're going to encounter an enemy that they have to fight, unless it runs away. And they both get in a fight with magicians that actually hit really hard. And the tie-dye guy is going to the treasury, so he is hoping that the death necklace is in here. If it's not, it's in one of 2 other chests in the game. And it was a magician guarding the Dragon Lord. Ooh. So we are up to the Dragon Lord now. Dragon Lord 1 is completely randomized. So it could be a horrible fight, or it could be a quick, easy fight. Dragon Lord takes 27 damage and hits for 41, so he's not too bad. Ooh, he's not taking much damage, and he's dishing it out. And the death necklace is found by the tie-dye guy. The tie-dye guy. So yeah, the Dragon Lord has a lot of defense, a lot of health, and actually hits for a decent amount. That's not good news for the tie-dye guy. Wow, he's still alive for Janus. Oh boy, this could be a problem. Janus has a lot of magic though, a lot of to work with. Okay, now the Dragon Lord 2 fights. He can have anywhere between 100 and 230 health, and he's got Stop Spell right to start. So the Dragon Lord can also have Sleep or Heal Spell, but apparently he's susceptible to Stop Spell, so even if he does have one of those spells, Janus won't have to worry. I think as long as the Dragon Lord does not have close to 230 health, this should be a victory. Unless he, of course, you know, the menuing mistakes. So yes, the Dragon Lord can have anywhere between 100 and 130. Or 230 health, I'm sorry. We already had a race earlier in this tournament that the Dragon Lord had 226, I believe, health, so it is possible. And yeah, these are not good damage rolls, and this is a lot of Dragon Lord breath spam. So what the Dragon Lord can do is one of 2 things, melee or breath attack. And then if he chooses breath attack, he does either 42, 44, 46, or 48 damage. Getting some 13s in there now, so he's doing some damage now. Right now, he's hitting with a lot of breath attacks. Yeah, if he's over 200 health, this might not be a victory. No, he had no health at all! He died to 119 damage. Oh! Paper Tiger Dragon Lord, you guys. GG for Janus. And he's just gonna walk home, you guys, because who needs to teleport? And the tie-dye guy is going into his magician fight. And with that, JanusZeal takes the victory, going to 3-0 with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 15 seconds. And the pause from the tie-dye guy as he realizes that Janus is just finished. But the tie-dye guy is going into the fight now with about to find out that this isn't a joke of a Dragon Lord. He only has 63 magic, which is not really good. So he equips the death necklace. Yeah, the Dragon Lord 1 might have actually had more health than the Dragon Lord 2. But here we go. The tie-dye guy... Oh! The Dragon Lord has Stop Spell! But he never... I don't think he ever used it. Oh, 50 damage to someone without the... with lower agility. And no silver shield. Ouch. But he did go down fairly fast, so... 60. If he can roll high damage rolls, he has a chance, you guys, especially with low health that the Dragon Lord has. The one issue that the tie-dye guy is going to have is because of the death necklace, he has a lot less health, so he's not going to get double attacks, most likely. Ooh, and he just rolled a 9. That's not good. Yeah, he might just be a level too short. Not enough magic to be able to pull it off. Dragonlord is being very generous with some of these melees. He's only hitting them for 28, 29. And this is his last heal more. The Hail Mary hurt more. Unfortunately, guys, the tie-dye guy has forfeited from the race after that death. So give him some GG too, you guys. And hello to tie-dye guy. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thanks. How's everyone here?
You know, you still almost beat the Dragon Lord. He died between 102 and 118 damage.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Yeah, I think the Dragon Lord one might have had more health than he did.
Love that chaos mode, I tell you.
It definitely makes things crazy. So I'm trying to see if Janus wants to join us also. Actually, yeah, it looks like chat was saying if you didn't go for that hurt more and you rolled a high damage roll, there was a chance you could have killed him. Because we don't know the exact health total, but you would have done over, over 102, at least a little bit over.
Right. Oh, man. I feel bad for all those mistakes I made, though, for sure. I got to take better notes next time.
Yeah, it looks like you lost track of where the jerk was. And then you, forgot the token.
Yeah, I must have discarded it somewhere or something, yeah.
What we think happened is because you were resetting so much at the beginning that you got the token, but without saving, you reset.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah.
Was it level 15 at 10,000 experience? Or level 16 was 10,000 experience?
Oh, man.
This game just did not want to let you guys level.
No, there's no good mobs to farm off of, and there's a lot of nasty poltergeist and something with 7 experience. It was rough getting going.
You did find the warlock much earlier than Janus, so you got the first couple levels, but you at level 4 decided to start searching, and Janus stayed and hit level 5, and then he would start one-shotting the warlocks, and suddenly he had a few levels up on you for a while, and that was able to get him going at the start after he fell way behind. But then, you took a big lead because you found that nice little hidden grinding spot way to the north.
Yeah, those
with the
rogue
green
scorpions.
dragons. Yeah, the green dragons and the rogue scorpions. So that ended up getting you way back into the lead. But yeah, you had a decent lead. You did find Hawksness way late compared to Janus, but you that time spending trying to find the rainbow drop and having to get keys and the token again, and yeah, that got you way behind.
Yeah. Don't race on flu medication, folks. This is what happens.
And by flu medication means fairy flute medication.
There you go.
So waiting to hear if Janus wants to come join us.
Well, sounds like it was entertaining to watch at least, so there was that.
Well, they got to listen to me talk for 2 hours, so I'm sure that was very entertaining for chat. Oh, you mean the race? Yeah.
Of course.
It was a slow grind at the start. It was tough to get past the first 30, 45 minutes, and then when you guys started really getting going, that really things started opening up fairly fast.
Well, that's good.
But you guys just you just couldn't find any level, and every level was 500, 1,000 experience. So it was. And it wasn't giving you any spells. I mean, you literally had, 4 spells until level 13?
Something
5
like that,
spells.
yeah.
5 spells until level 13, yeah. But yeah, you unfortunately you're still 2-1, so that means you are going to the bracket stage. But there's no guarantee that you're going to get a first round bye. I guess we're gonna have to wait till the final matches are done, which is one is going on right now, I think, on Randomania 2, and then we have, I think, one more. Oh, give me a second. I think we have one more match tomorrow.
Yeah, I think tomorrow sounds right.
And I just found out from Janus, unfortunately, he has to take care of some stuff and get to bed. So make sure to give GGs to Janus too. But yeah, tomorrow we have. Oh, actually, we have 2 more matches left. Tomorrow we have It's Too Early versus Lord of the Synth, and on Tuesday we're gonna have Zarnax versus Azrael Ravenheart.
Should be good.
Filled with so much excitement, we are now. But yeah, you did good, man. You did good, except for the snafus at the end. That's all. We were like, I was so confused for a while what you were doing, and then it finally hit us. Someone in chat made the remark that did you lose the jerk cave? And what? Oh no, he lost the jerk cave. Oh.
And I was like, I'm walking by. I literally I explored everywhere. I think twice. I was going through. I've seen this. Wait a second. What's in the basement? Because I knew I'd seen it before. It was nagging on me. I couldn't remember where it was.
Yeah, you actually had keys much earlier than Janus, and you got the sword much earlier because when he did get the keys, he never went to Garinham to pick up the sword. So the big thing for you just was taking forever to find the armor in Hawksness and forever to actually get the rainbow drop.
Oh man, yeah. I'm definitely not watching this over again.
I think you probably had about a 1,000 to 1,500 experience point lead when you got the ability to get the rainbow drop, and Janus still hadn't even found the grave yet. So you did have a bit of a lead there that unfortunately, not writing stuff down or making mistakes, did cost you at the end.
Yep. Live and learn.
Oh yeah, but you're still into the bracket stage starting next week.
That's right.
And let me check real quick. So yeah, right now there's 3-0 people right now with Janus, McGrew, and Amazing Ampharos. So those 3 are guaranteed buys next week, and then the 2-1s followed with Ryu Saishin, Angry Larry, myself, and you, and Tristal and Z-Man. Those are all of the 2-1s. So everyone who had 2 wins will be in the brackets, but only I think 5 or 6. What is it? I think it's 5 that get buys. So in the first round. So do you have any last comments you want to say about the race tonight?
No, not really. Yeah, it was a good race. It was a good seed. It was tough grinding everything out, but it was good. I got to make sure to take notes next time.
Yeah, always helpful. And it was just a slow seed, so it didn't seem difficult. It was just slow.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just grinding it out.
Awesome. Well, I think that will wrap it up for us. I believe there's a race going on Randomizer Mania 2 right now between Chitin619 and Captain Green 7. I'm guessing it's probably going to be getting hosted. But remember, there is 2 more games left this weekend, or this week before the bracket stages begin. So on behalf of Randomizer Mania, the racers, the Datyedyedguy and JanusZeal, if you guys want to give them a follow, and our restreamer JCallan2, have a excellent evening, and we will see you again tomorrow.